Hey Bama Nation, Dixie Jean here with Tim Riscen, getting ready to talk about his fight against Adrian Gutierrez, where you were victorious tonight, but walk us through how this fight went for you.
Well, the first round, I watched a lot of tape on him, so I knew he comes out and he just throws bombs, and my anxiety and my nerves got the best of me. It's been a year and a half since I fought, you know. I had a baby a little while ago. I was supposed to fight on the March card of this year, and Brett gave me a call and said, why don't you sit this one out? My baby was due on the 21st, and I think the fight card was like on the like 18th or 19th. And you know, it's really cool of Brett to do, man. He's a human being, and he's a great guy, and it set me back because most promoters wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give a crap. And you know, I had my baby, and then you know, I got a call, and they said they were going to throw a show in what month? I don't even know what month this is because my
it's October 10th.
Okay, in October. They said, "Do you want to fight?" And I said, "Always." You know, the Bama cage, the Bama USA, to me, is like one of the. It is the biggest promotion I can fight for so young in my career, only being 2-0, and now I'm 3-0, and it's just really exciting. The lights, the crowd, the walkout, the cage. I mean, it's just an amazing feeling. It's an anxiety feeling, but it's amazing at the same time when you go in there, you know, working your butt off for 8 weeks straight, dieting, and like I cut a lot of weight, and so.
What do you cut from?
I probably walk around at like 153, 155, and I'll cut down to 126. I don't party. I don't do any of that stuff. Like MMA is something that saved my life. You know, I was headed down a road of just nonsense. You know, and I didn't want to go down that road, and I wrestled in high school and college, and one of my teammates won the Ultimate Fighter show years ago, and I said, hey, I'll try this, and you know, I had some bumps in the road, but got my head on right, got a wonderful woman in my life, have a healthy baby, Knuckleheads Boxing, and with Joseph Janik, and Gracie Marumbi Jiu-Jitsu, Professor Fabio, Professor Eric, Professor Beto, Professor Klinger, Professor Hanan. Like, I just have so many people around me that are so much better than me that I know when I get in that cage, when I look across, I know that guy is not going to beat me. You know, I'm not a cocky fighter. I just started to be confident. You know, my teammate, Real Deal Chris Beal, is very familiar with the Bama cage. He's fighting in the UFC now. You know, that's the type of caliber, you know, I train with. You know, so I'm just really blessed and lucky to have the opportunity to fight MMA, be healthy, you know, and live my dream. I'm living my dream right now. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm living my dream.
Now, going into this, you're talking about nerves and a little bit of anxiety. First round came out with that. Mm-hmm. Second round came out with a win. Mm-hmm. But how was it for you going into that second round? Did you know that it had to change?
Yeah, in the first round, I always hate it because it may look like I'm tired, but I'm not tired. I'm not gassing. It's any MMA fighter will tell you, nerves and anxiety take all of your cardio out of you, just like that. You know what I mean? So after the first round, Coach Haas said, Tim, calm down, throw little shots, and you'll land them. I said, okay. Professor Fabio said, Tim, when you get that choke again, just hold on to it and squeeze, and don't move, and you'll get them. So I said, okay, let me try it. You know, do what my coach tells me. It'll probably work out better for me. And that's exactly what happened. I hit him. I'm like, oh, okay. You know.
And it has a term, this particular choke. What is that? It's
called a Flue Choke. It is, what, in my opinion, or you can ask any jiu-jitsu, you know, specialist or professor or whatever, it is one of the hardest chokes to get on anybody. And the thing about that choke is you don't even know what's happening. It's when someone holds onto a guillotine and you're in side mount and you lock your hands together and you put your shoulder in their carotid artery, and then they're choking the other side with their own arm. And you sit there, and it's happened to me before, you're like, oh, I'm good. I'm good, and then all of a sudden you just go out because you don't even know you're being choked. And that's what happened with this fight with Adrian. I was choking him, and I just held it like Professor Fabio said, and through my ear I can hear him breathing, and as I just held it, I just heard the air all go out of him, and then I just felt his body go limp like a fish. Herb Dean, picked up his hand and saw that he wasn't moving and said it was done. And I was happy that it was over because, like I said, man, a year and a half, it wasn't like ring rust, just nerves and anxiety. You got your friends, your family, everybody watching, you know what I mean? You want to do good, you want to perform, you want to represent your gyms that you train at. And I'm really happy with my performance, and I'm even more happier that I got that one out of the way. And now I will be back in the Bama cage January 9th. Yeah, January 9th. I'll definitely be back in the Bama cage, and I'm really excited. I love Bama because they never give me, as you would say or Brett would say, a tomato can. You know what I mean? Like other promotions where you fight guys like you're 2-0 and you fight a guy who's like 0-16 and then you win, all of a sudden you're in the UFC or Bellator, and then you go there and you just get your ass whooped because you've never fought anybody tough, you know. And that's every fight in the Bama cage. It's not lopsided. You know what I mean? That's why I love this promotion. There's no shenanigans. You know what I mean? And Brett, Kyle, JR, like Dixie Jean, all you guys are good people. You know what I mean? You guys are good people for the sport, and you look at us as human beings and not try to make money off of us, you know? And I would take that loyalty over someone piece of promoter paying me, here's $10,000 and you're gonna fight this guy who's 15-0. I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. What good is that for my career?
It's not gonna build yourself.
Yeah, I don't need that money, you know, that bad. I'd rather just do it right, and the way I do it right is fighting for Bama USA. So.
Well, Tim Riscen, he was victorious tonight. Great guy. Probably got some confidence with this fight.
A little.
Well earned. And we look forward to seeing him in the Bama USA cage January 9th for Badbeat 14.